Hello, my name is Michele, and you're listening to Profit is a Choice. Can we just talk about perseverance? Perseverance is defined as doing something despite the difficulty or delay in achieving success. With all the things that are happening in our world and in our industry right now, and especially over the last 2 years, I would say that most of us are living in this space. Listen in to today's episode where we discuss how we can keep going even when the road seems long ahead of us. Every day, empowered entrepreneurs are taking ownership of their company financial health and enjoying the rewards of reduced stress and more creativity. With my background as a financial software developer, owner of multiple businesses in the interior design industry, educator, and speaker, I coach women in the interior design industry to increase their profits, regain ownership of their bottom line, and to have fun again in their business. Welcome to Profit is a Choice. I love words. Did I ever mention to you that I was in the finals for our school district for the 8th grade spelling bee? I didn't win, but I just really like words. I even follow a couple of apps that give us a new word a day. I just think language is fun. And so even when I think about the word perseverance, I tend to think of what are the synonyms? What does it really mean to persevere? And so here are some of the other words that maybe you would be more apt to use, or maybe feel like they would resonate more with you. And that is dedication, determination, grit, endurance, moxie, spunk, stamina, and the list goes on. Perhaps you're just trying to get through the long delays in the sales channels or in the broken furniture arriving on site at installation. I know you're all there in some way, shape, or form. Or the changes that are happening in your scheduling for your team or your subcontractors. Recently, it has begun to feel like we really have to make peace with the difference between managing and controlling, because I think we would all say we have no control. We're also in a season of projects taking what I like to term a long forever to be completed. And this is where perseverance comes in. I would say now more than ever, it's important to make sure you're working with your ideal client, because let me tell you, working with a non-ideal client is tough on a 6-month project, but imagine that you're now tethered to that client for 2 years to complete a build. That is perseverance amped up. So some may ask, and maybe you're asking, okay, Michele, that's all cool, but what is the key to perseverance, or how can I improve my perseverance skills? Here are a few suggestions that I want to offer to you today to help us all stay focused on the end goal and to persevere through the rough patches. All right, here we go. The first, don't be afraid to fail. Failure and success are so very close to each other. And in the book Failing Forward, John C. Maxwell describes that failing is actually what can help us build perseverance. He says the difference between average people and achieving people is their perception of and response to failure. I admit this is just not an easy thing for me. I like to get it right. And my bet is you do too. But failure can be an awesome teacher. When I look back and think of my coaching and my courses and the building of Matrix Solutions, they were all born out of what I had failed at, and then what I persevered in long enough to get it right. The second suggestion, take risk. I am not by nature a huge risk taker. In my youth, the consequences of taking risks did not work in my favor, so I learned to play it safe in many regards. But the older I get, the riskier I get. And I still think things through and take calculated risk. But I also realize that some of the fun and adventure is waiting outside of the day-to-day, mundane, safe spaces. So don't be afraid to try a different process to reach your client or vendor in a new way or with a new message. Try something in your marketing that you've not done before. Take note of how you feel, what happens, and if anything is sparked in you. Try a different design aesthetic or just find an adventurous client that lets you do something really different. You'll make it to the finish line before you know it because your energy level is going to change. The next suggestion is to keep your goals in mind. Recently, we launched Matrique Solutions, and this was a multi-year build that took a lot of perseverance to get through. Towards the end, we had a big whiteboard with a Bible verse at the top reminding us of joy, peace, and hope. And at the bottom, we had our why written out. We had these 3 things noted so that every time we were building and we ran into something that was difficult, we reminded ourselves of these 3 things. Matrique was built to use our gifts to help others, to provide financial literacy to business owners, and to give small businesses the power and information to make sound financial business decisions. And so as we continue to fix bugs, create pathways, connect tech, these things just played out in our minds over and over and over to help us stay focused. When I have clear goals, it's so much easier to attain them compared to when I'm not really sure what's expected of me. And this holds true if I'm going to an event or presenting a program. I want to know what attire is expected. And for goodness sakes, what is the topic of my discussion going to be? Not having clear goals with even simple things makes us all uncomfortable. So now imagine no clear goals for your business. It's like going to an event every day without knowing the timing of anything or the dress code. I don't know about you, but no thank you. That's stressful. So setting goals and working towards them allows you the time to focus on the journey of achievement and the process, and then getting that extra degree of improvement in. The next thing is to continue that focus on improvement. I love the book 212, The Extra Degree by Sam Parker and Mac Anderson. They share so many nuggets in this tiny little book that pack a really big punch. The main suggestion is that extra 1 degree makes the difference, the honing of our skill set and pushing forward just a bit more. This book has assisted me personally in focusing on being committed to the work, not just to the end goal. And by being committed to the journey, we can actually focus on continued improvement, that extra degree. Take the time to look for small tweaks, small improvements in every area of your business, including your thought life and the messages you tell yourself. Perseverance doesn't happen by accident, and it certainly doesn't happen without that focus. So staying focused on your goals, your why, the journey, and improvement strategy helps keep you in the game. It becomes about more than just getting it right all the time. It allows you to take some risk with the willingness to fail forward. Think back, where are you playing it safe and perhaps struggling in your business? Where are you leaning into the excitement of being willing to try something new or take a risk to get better results? Perseverance can be your friend and a valued part of your business growth. Here at Scarlet Thread Consulting and Matrique Solutions, we're trying to continually improve our internal journey as well as our client journey. We know that perfection is our enemy. Yep, you heard me right. Perfection is an enemy. It makes us think we aren't enough or we haven't done enough, and it keeps us fearful of moving forward. We're choosing not to live in that lie of fear. Instead, we're focusing on precision and meeting the needs as best we can with grace, knowing that everybody is just doing the best they can with the resources they have and the resources they don't have. We invite you to join us in building perseverance in a healthy way in your life and business. Don't be afraid to fail. Take risk, keep your goals in mind, and focus on continued improvement. If you need help with your business strategy, reach out to us at scarletthreadconsulting.com and let's set up a discovery call. And if you want to see your financials in real life and in visual form, check out matriquesolutions.com, and you're going to have the power of your numbers at your fingertips. Perseverance is a choice, and so is your profitability. Profit is a Choice is proud to be part of the designnetwork.org, where you can discover more design media reaching creative listeners. Thanks for listening, and stay creative and business minded.